Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Ability 411. It's Monday, and I'm Tiffany. So before I get into this week's topic, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who viewed our videos and who commented on our videos and who sent us emails. Thank you so much. You made last week a very, very, very big success. And from everybody here at the 411, we just want to say a very, very, very huge thank you. So, thank you. So, this week's topic is stereotypes and stigmas in the disability community. And more specifically, for people in chairs. Yeah. I freaking hate it. I freaking hate stigmas and stereotypes placed on us. The stigma that I find most common and the most pathetic, in my opinion, is, what home do you live at? Burr? Home? What do you mean, what home do I live at? Yeah, what nursing home do you live at? Burr? Beg your pardon? I don't live in a nursing home. Well, you must live in a nursing home. You're in a wheelchair. What? Oh my God, I'm in a wheelchair? Oh, thanks for telling me. They think, well, people think just because you're in a wheelchair, you can't live independently. That's a load of doo-doo. Yeah. I've been living independently since I got out of rehab. Yeah. And I've been living on my own for 5 years now. Yeah. And before that, I lived with a significant other. And then before that, I lived with my family. So, yeah. But I never depended on anybody to take care of me. I mean, I did right when I first got out of the hospital because, I mean, when you first come out of the hospital, you come out of the hospital in this like turtle shell thing and you can't move. And I mean, you're like a freaking robot. And if you sneeze, you feel like you're going to fall out. And it was really hard for me because, like, when I came out, I had this turtle shell on me and my boobs were up to here and I had every bone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you guys can still see the scars. I had every bone in my hand broken, so the only two fingers I could move were these two. And so I couldn't move. I was like Frankenstein and I couldn't transfer. So I had to depend on my family to move me for like the first 3 months I got out of the hospital. And then after that, after the turtle shell came off and after my hand healed, I was like shoo, 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 shoo. I was all over the place. So yeah, you're gonna need a little help after you first get out of the hospital, but after that, I mean, it all depends on your level and function. Like, if you're a high level quad, you're gonna need help. It's like Amber said in her last video. She requires caregivers, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, she can stay in her home, and she has people that come in and help her, and she's able to live independently in her home. And Amber is one of the most vivacious women I know. I mean, shit, she jumps out of airplanes. Ooh, I just said a bad word. I don't give a crap. Shit, she jumps out of airplanes. I mean, Amber is one of the most badass chicks I know, and she's a high level quad. So, if it takes other people helping you to do that, do it. But if you're a lower level, if you're injured at a lower level, and you're able to do things that enable you to live independently, do it. Okay, so there's my rant. Okay, so getting back to the topic at hand. You can't drive. That's another stigma. BS. I know quads that can drive. Yeah. There are so many assisted devices out there that enable you to drive. One of my friends is a high level event dependent quad. He literally can like move, I think, this part of his arm. Can you guys see me? And he drives because the steering on his van is so sensitive. I literally can take my hand and go and it turns the steering wheel. So that's another thing that is a stigma. Just because you're in a chair doesn't mean that you can't drive. Oh my god. Funny, freaking funny. No, we can drive. Okay, another stigma. I know Amber and Erica are going to use this, but I'm going to use it too. You're too pretty to be in a wheelchair. All wheelchair people are supposed to be ugly? Have you met my friends? Some people's kids. Okay. This is a good one. But you're in a wheelchair. You can't get married. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Yeah. Yeah, I made my way down the aisle and back up it. I can't rack myself up. Yes, I've been married, been divorced. Yeah. People in wheelchairs can't have kids. Eric Bogan, this one's all you, babe. But I will put my 2 cents in on this one. I know several people, paras and quads, who have had healthy, wonderful, beautiful babies who had non-eventful pregnancies and who are doing very well today. And I'll let Erica finish that one. You're in a wheelchair. You can't have a job. Oh my god, like you can't work 8 to 5. Should I start rambling off at the people that I know who are lawyers and doctors and I even know a psychiatrist in a chair? Yeah, I know many high profile people in chairs who are killing it in top level positions right now. So those are the kind of funny ha-ha stigmas that I've come to the point in my life that I just kind of shrug off. And they're the ones that I enjoy breaking and busting, and anytime somebody comes up to me, I'm like, really? You really think that? Let me prove you wrong. And here's how. And I highly suggest that if somebody comes up to you and mentions one of those, you do the same thing too. But stigmas are not always funny, and they should be treated very, very real. The ADA has something in their act that can protect you from stigmas if you encounter them in your workplace and in your life. And I'll put a link up at the end of the video to the ADA. You can go check it out. So if you feel like you're being discriminated against in school, in your workplace, in your home, wherever you're at, go check it out. But I wanted to read you guys something from Deborah Kaplan. She's the director of the World Institute on Disability. And I found it really cool, and I hope you guys will too. In seeking to avoid the stigma associated with disability, there is a choice of strategies. Social and legal activism that challenge the assumptions behind the disability discrimination address the issues head-on. The goal is to eradicate the stigma. The decision to dissociate from those who have historically been stigmatized tends to perpetuate the stereotypes and discrimination. The disability rights movement is working towards a society in which physical and mental differences among people are accepted as normal and expected, not abnormal or unusual. We have plenty of methods and tools at our disposal to accommodate human differences, should we choose to. Ironically, the growth of technology in our lives provide us with both the ability to detect more human differences than ever before, as well as the ability to make those differences less meaningful in practical terms. How we react to human differences is a social and policy choice. We prefer to advocate for a social structure that focuses on including all people in the social fabric, rather than drawing an artificial line that separates disabled people from others. So I thought that was really cool. And I love busting stereotypes and stigmas. I love being the girl that jumps out of airplanes and goes surfing, and I love it when people come up to the grocery store. People come up to me at the grocery store and like, well, who are you here with? I ain't here with nobody. Okay. Well, how did you get here? My car? You drove? No, lady, I pushed my car here. Duh. 9 times out of 10, I'm a lot nicer than that. I try to be less sarcastic, but sometimes people are just friggin' asking for it. Oh yeah, another stigma. People in wheelchairs are smart asses. Yes, we are. We are smart asses. Just because this is broke, don't mean this is broke. Or this is broke. So think on that. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. And keep watching the videos, because I swear they're going to get even more sillier from here. And don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave us emails. Leave us video responses. And I love you guys. See you guys next Monday.
You want some gloves?